Today we're doing another video on one of the more rare pressings that I had no idea was going to be rare when I bought it. Going to talk about Audioslave's second album coming right up. So I've mentioned this on the channel before. I don't collect just to collect. I don't collect from a value standpoint. If a certain album has a much better pressing and it's pricey, by all means, I'm happy to try and acquire that version. But I don't collect a lot of records just to have them for the value. I collect records just because I like that particular album. And what I find is more and more the oddest parts of my collection become rare or pricey out of nowhere, and that's what today's video is on. This is one that I'm quite surprised went that way, and that's the second Audioslave album, Out of Exile, which is a really, really good album. I think, if anything, this is underrated compared to the first album. I know for me personally, I do a lot of comparing and contrasting between Velvet Revolver and Audioslave because they're two more or less supergroups that came out right around the same time. And for me personally, I loved the first Velvet Revolver record and liked almost nothing from the second album. And with Audioslave, I liked the first record a great deal, and I really like a lot of what's on this here, the second one, Out of Exile. And for whatever reason, you hear a lot less about this album than you do the first Audioslave record. And as far as I know, the first Audioslave record is very, very much in print, easy to find. It gets reprinted all the time. And just recently, I was looking through my Discogs, just every so often making sure this is cataloged, that's in there, I have the right pressing in there, that type of thing. And I noticed that the price on this record, Audioslave's second album, is getting outrageous. And I don't understand why. I don't understand if it's something that isn't being repressed right now, if there's a reason why or not. It's just a fantastic album. I think Your Time Has Come and Be Yourself were singles off of this. For me, the song that I loved the most off of this, I think, was the last single off of it. Audioslave or Chris Cornell fans, please correct me if I'm wrong on that, but Doesn't Remind Me. I love that song, and you don't ever hear much about it anymore, really. With Audioslave, you hear a lot about the songs off the first record, and I think Be Yourself gets a lot of attention. But that's about it. As far as the actual vinyl goes, it is covered over two translucent blue LPs, almost like if you're an Elvis fan, this is almost like what Moody Blue looked like. Original pressings of Moody Blue, like a deep blue and a translucent blue. Now, I know there are a lot of bootlegs out there. I think they're on solid blue or solid black. But one thing I do like is on the inner pictures of the labels is pictures of each member of the band, which I think is kind of cool that they did that. So for all four sides, there's pictures of the group themselves. So not a long video today, just wanted to quickly showcase this album for a couple of reasons. One, this is yet another one that when I bought it, I didn't think it would be rare. It surprised me that it is rare. I hope it's not rare for long. I would love for this to get reissued, as I always say in these videos, because I shoot a little bit ahead of time. If by the time this video comes out, this isn't rare anymore, that would be great. That would be fine with me. But for those of you who may be collectors who may want to see an original copy and you never have before, that's the only reason I do these videos about the rare and special pressings that I have. So that is Audioslave's second LP, and really fantastic sounding pressing, and I hope it gets a reissue soon. If this is your first time on the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button below. If you enjoyed a little bit of what we talked about here, I got plenty more vinyl videos on the channel, so take a poke around, or at least leave us a like. If you have questions or comments or corrections for me about anything to do with Audioslave, please by all means drop a comment below. And no matter what I always want to make sure to say is thanks so much for watching.